Parade Academy, dear students. So this is standard 7 and this is your assignment 3, chapter 1 to 9. This is so today we will discuss all question answer in this assignment 3. Okay, so let's start. So take the correct answer. So the raw materials a plant needs for photosynthesis. So one is carbon dioxide, two is water. So both I and second I. The process of taking up of soluble product of digestion into the cell of the body is called absorption. Okay. Then the next question is the first chamber of ruminant stomach is rumen. Is rumen. The next question is Sahatos is obtained from chiru. Then E transfer of heat in solids takes place through conduction. Next is fill in the blanks. Question number 2. So breathing physical process, respiration is a chemical process. So acids are sour, bases are bitter. Mouth digestion begins, so small intestine digestion ends. D. Camel deserts, polar bear, polar region. Wool sheep, silk, cocoon of the silkworm. The next question. Ejection of undigested food takes place through the large intestine. True. Cold and humid weather favors the growth of fungi. A false. Then no digestion takes place in the esophagus. True. Transfer of heat by radiation requires no medium. True. Black colored object reflect more heat. False. Then next question is question number 4. Give two examples of each. Causes of soil erosion, deforestation or flood. Plants that grow well in sandy soil, watermelon, cacti. Mineral acids, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid. Natural indicators, turmeric and China rose. Migratory birds, Siberian crane, Arctic tern. Now this is question number 5. Give reason for the following. So ventilators are made close to the ceiling. So ventilators are made close to the ceiling of a room because the air we breathe out is warm. It rises and goes out through the ventilators. Cool and fresh air enters the room through windows and doors which are much below than the ventilators. Next question is question number B. During heavy exercise we sometimes get muscular cramps. So जब मतलब कि ज़्यादा एक्सरसाइज होता है हमारा जो मसल्स होता है दर्द करने लगता है तो क्यों होता है देखेंगे. During heavy exercise anaerobic respiration takes place in muscles to fulfill their requirement of additional energy. This results in the production of lactic acid by the partial breakdown of glucose. Muscles cramp are caused due to the accumulation of this lactic acid. तो ये मसल क्रैम्प जो हो रहा था क्यों हो रहा था मतलब कि अगर ज़्यादा हम एक्सरसाइज करने लगे टू फुलफिल रिक्वायरमेंट तो ये क्या हो जाएगा ना एनाएरोबिक रेस्पिरेशन. इसमें क्या होता है ना सारा बॉडी तुम्हारा रेस्पिरेशन करने लगेगा स्किन भी. दिस रिजल्ट द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ लैक्टिक एसिड बाय द पार्शियल ब्रेकडाउन ऑफ ग्लूकोज. तो जो बॉडी में लैक्टिक एसिड होगा ये डायरेक्टली ग्लूकोज में कन्वर्ट होने लगेगा तो मसल्स इसीलिए दर्द करने लगता है. नेक्स्ट इज Transfer of heat in solid cannot take place by convection. So, convection requires movement of molecules. Convection is not possible in solid because the molecules in solid are held by strong intermolecular forces. The next question is, so saprophytes cannot prepare its own food. Saprophytes do not contain chlorophyll, so hence they are not able to perform the process of photosynthesis. So it is advisable to breathe through the nose. We should always inhale through our nose because the nose has tiny hair and a mucus which trap the dust particles present in the air. We inhale, thus preventing dust from entering our lungs. So the next question is, define the following terms. First is adaptation. The features or characteristics of an organism which enable it to survive in its habitat are called adaptation. Then come to the neutralization. The reaction between an acid and a base to form salt and water with the evolution of heat is called neutralization. The next is searing. The process of removing the fur of fleece of the sheep along with a thin layer of skin is called searing. Then photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? The process by which green plant prepare their own food using carbon dioxide, water, energy from the sun and chlorophyll is called photosynthesis. The next is humus. The organic matter formed by the decay of dead plants and animals in the soil is called humus. Diaphragm. Diaphragm is a muscular seat that forms the floor of the chest cavity. Diaphragm moves up and down during process of breathing. And crystallization. Come to the crystallization. The process of obtaining crystals of pure substances from their saturated solution is called crystallization. Substances like sugar, salts, urea, copper sulfate can be obtained by crystallization. The next question is heat. Heat is a form of energy that flows from a body at a higher temperature to another at a lower temperature. Then question number 7. Answer the following questions. Explain soil profile. A vertical section through the soil showing the different layer of soil is called soil profile. Each layer of this profile is called horizon. There are 4 horizons. A horizon, first horizon, it is the uppermost layer of the soil. It is dark in color due to the presence of humus in it. Then B horizon. What is B horizon? This is the layer just below the A horizon. It is light in color and contains less humus. Then C horizon. This layer lies below the subsoil. Humus is absent and this layer is infertile. Then come to the D horizon. Okay. This layer lies below the C horizon. It is made of hard and solid rocks. Then question number B. Explain how does thermoflux reduce heat loss or gain. A thermos flask does not allow loss or gain of heat by the material stored in it. All three modes of heat transfer, conduction, convection, and radiation are minimized inside it. The next point, the outer casing of the thermos flask is made of an insulating material like plastic that minimize the heat loss due to conduction. The next question is, heat loss due to convection is minimized in the inner jar made of double glass or stainless steel due to the vacuum present between them. Next point is, inner surface of the jar is highly reflective. This minimizes the heat loss due to radiation. The heat radiation are reflected back into the jar. Then question number C. Explain the mechanism of breathing. Mechanism of breathing in human beings are: the process of breathing involves inhalation and exhalation. Then during inhalation the ribs moves outward and upward and the diaphragm moves down. This movement increases space in our chest cavity, due to which air rushes into the lungs and the lungs inflate flat. The next question is D. During exhalation, the ribs move downward and inward, and the diaphragm moves up, reducing the size of the chest cavity, thereby pushing air out of the lungs. So, how are penguins adapted to live in the polar region? Penguins have the following adaptation. What are they? So, first is their thick skin and a thick layer of fat underneath. It keeps them warm in the extreme cold climate. The next point is, their body is streamlined and the feet have webs enabling them to swim. The next point is, their ears are very small, which minimize the heat loss from the body. What is symbiosis? Give one example. Symbiosis is a type of a relationship in which organisms multiply, benefit from the each other. For example, lichens are the organism in which fungus and green algae live in association with each other. The fungus get nutrients from the alga, and the alga get water, minerals and shelter from the fungus. Thus they are mutually benefited. Then question number 8. Given below is the diagram of a human digestive system. Label the part after answering the question. So first is part where peristalsis takes place, oesophagus. Then part where HCl acid is secreted, stomach. The largest gland that secretes bile, liver. Part where digestion ends, small intestine. So then next question is, part where water is absorbed from undigested food, large intestine. Part from where faces the given out of the body, anus. So you can watch this image. This is you just make this image in your copy and write the names like this. You just again some zoom is here. So you just write this type of thing, nasal cavity, oral cavity, rhinax, trachea, lungs, diaphragm, ये सारे को सारे तुम्हें लिखना पड़ेगा। तो थैंक यू फॉर वाचिंग। सो डोंट फॉरगेट लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब। ओके, सो कमेंट करते रहिए। नेक्स्ट वीडियो में मैं फिर से दूसरा वीडियो आप लोगों के लिए लेके आऊँगा। तो सब्सक्राइब और लाइक्स करने के मत भूलिएगा। थैंक यू।